Alright, welcome in everyone to A Programmer Plays Nier Automata, Episode 1. Full disclosure, I have played this game before. A coworker lent me his PlayStation 3 or 4. I think it was PlayStation 4. Yeah, it had to be PlayStation 4. He lent me his disc of this, so I have played this game on console. I've never played it on PC, so this is a new one for me. Totally new save file. It's been a while since I played it, so my memory is not guaranteed to be perfect. I'll probably have forgotten some things, just because that's who I am as a person. But yeah, this is a blind second play, shall we say, of Nier Automata. Get started. This game does not support autosave. Play the game and find out how to save. It'll tell us. New data. Yes. Feels a little weird using an actual keyboard. We'll go with normal mode because, boy, the last time I went with normal mode, it turned out to be hard mode. I don't think we need to mess with anything. This all seems to be good. Audio levels? Chat, how's audio levels sound? Yeah, second play, the reimagining.
Is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death.
I already have regrets because I feel like my subtitles could be better.
I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
God, I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited to be in here. It's been a while.
This is Command.
This game's so good.
To be here. All units have penetrated the stratosphere. Autopilot systems green across the board. This is Operator 6-0. All units confirmed. We've passed the 50-kilometer threshold and are proceeding toward the target. Understood. Once you reach their anti-air defenses, proceed to manual attack formation. Then destroy the Goliath-class unit by any means necessary, and gather what data you can. Understood. 12H down. All units activate manual mode and
There's not much that I'm going to say here in this opening sequence because I don't want to talk over all this dialogue because it is actually relevant.
Origin point of long-range lasers confirmed. "11B, down. Our HO229 cancelers are ineffective."
But I do want y'all to notice, look at the letterboxing above and below me. Notice how it's asymmetric, which is really unusual, but works really well for this game.
Requesting permission to engage.
Permission granted.
"7E, down.
Oh, right trigger. That's... For some reason I thought that was left bumper. Did I customize that on my other save file?
1D down. Assuming captain's duties.
And I think this goes without saying, but God, the soundtrack for this game is so good.
Multiple surrounding enemy air units confirmed. Requesting permission to assume mobile configuration.
Permission granted.
Star Fox moment.
Captain, I think...
Is there more than one Nier game? I thought. So yes, that gets complicated to answer. This is Nier Automata, which is kind of the last in the sequence. There's also Nier Replicant, which you might see on Steam. Nier Replicant is like a several hundred to several thousand year prequel to this game. and is quite different in terms of mechanics, but in terms of themes, quite similar. Oh shit, I was not paying attention. My bad. There's also a few other games. Nier Replicant is kind of a remake, kind of a consolidation. There were different versions of the original Nier depending on what console you were on, and that dictated what your protagonist was like. In one of them, you were a child protagonist. In the other, you were an adult. I think it was adult on Xbox and child on PlayStation. Again, it gets complicated. The series is also the same universe as the Drakengard series, so that's a little hairy to explain. For anyone looking to play Nier games, honestly, I would say play this one. The others, really interesting games, but some of the concepts didn't land the way that this one did. This game really, like, reached fruition on the promise that the previous Nier games had. That is not a bug.
Activating short-range attack gear.
God, it's anime as
Alert.
fuck.
Large enemy group detected.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Alright, so let's talk controls. Obviously we can run around like this. We've got our heavy attack with Y, which, because we're using a sword, looks like that. We can jump with A, which is normal. But here's what I think is one of the cleverest parts of this entire setup. Holding R, I can have my pod be a shooter. And so I am using my thumb as a melee game, while my pod and the right stick and the camera angle are turning this into a shooter at the same time. So this game kind of gets the best of both worlds simultaneously. I really wish other games would take advantage of this, because, like, see how, like, I'm able to fight this dude up here while also getting some damage out to that guy in the background. Gotta play this. Yes, absolutely. You do gotta play this. This game is incredible. And even if you know the story, even if you, like, have seen other people and know the twist, still worth playing. It's worth experiencing for yourself, in my opinion.
Is that our target?
Negative. This enemy is unrelated. Proposal. Dispatch it as swiftly as possible.
You don't say.
Communications recovered.
It's already a gonna buy game. Yeah. It goes on sale. Everything. Oh, right there. So there was an attack and I dodged and was able to, like, do a little bit of slowdown time and take no damage because I dodged through it. Pod program. Oh, and I'm pretty sure I just hard missed. So now that we've got our pod also laying out damage on the left trigger, that gives a little bit more cadence to the combat. We will be basically using our entire monkey paw grip to be playing this game.
Better make sure he's actually dead next time. That was dangerous, man.
Cries in arthritis.
You're 2B, right? My name's 9S. I'm here to provide support.
Copy that.
Yeah,
So,
I don't
was that
usually
big old
use
buzzsaw the
both
Goliath
triggers
you
at the
came here
same
to take
time.
out?
No, just another defensive system.
Oh, well, I guess we have to find the target then, huh? I've got a flight unit, so I'll take a look around the perimeter.
All right, I'll work my way inside from the ground.
God, this game is so pretty too. Like, I realize that we're looking at basically like solid brown. But, like, these are good browns. So here's a fun implementation thing. So right trigger to dodge, right? And we can dodge in multiple directions. If I continue to hold it, she just keeps running, which I think is great. So now that I've got left trigger for lock on, that means that I can sort of auto focus on stuff. Hold on. Yeah, okay. It's like, I don't remember having to jump over this. It's because I don't have to jump over that. That makes the, you know, laying out ranged damage while also getting up close to do melee quite easy. I don't have a magnet or anything yet, so love seeing this game after pulling these guys in Octopath Traveler Champions of the Coast. Nice. Yeah, 9S and 2B are kind of all over the place. I'm a little surprised that they've let them be in as many places as they are, given the subject matter of this game.
I was going to send you the map data I collected earlier.
Do it.
So let's talk for a second about the camera here, because did y'all notice how smooth that camera transition was going from free cam to a locked orbital? Oop, shit. No, come back here. Let me kill you. So 2B, obviously, big ups on 2B. She's a little bit floaty. That could have gone better. But in general, I don't feel like you really have to like fight with the floatiness very often. This game's not asking you to do pixel perfect platforming or anything. And then right there, bam, again, super smooth camera transitions.
So open.
Negative. Nearby enemies are jamming our signal.
Nothing's ever easy.
Got finisher moves. I've forgotten about that, to be honest.
You know, ma'am, I'm glad you're here.
Why?
Scanners like me mostly work alone. Scouting out enemy lines and all that, I don't usually get a partner. It's kind of fun.
Emotions are prohibited.
Sorry, ma'am.
And another thing, stop calling me ma'am.
Huh?
It's unnecessary.
All right, then. 2B it is.
I love that the, 9S and 2B are like, emotions are prohibited, and you're like, boy, these two sure are doing a lot of emotions just all of the time.
This place sure is big.
I guess humans used to use it as a weapons factory, but now it's just crawling with machines. The enemy seems to have repurposed the facility to increase their overall machine production.
So if we don't destroy it, they'll just keep coming.
So, to be clear, those are the machines there in the containers all over the place. Sig, if it makes you feel any better, you can play this game pretty much melee only. I've seen a playthrough by Dan of New Frame Plus, and because he's got arthritis, he basically did a melee only build. Because I am low skill, I probably won't do that, but it is possible. And again, like, gosh, these camera transitions are just buttery smooth. Like, it doesn't even register with you when you're playing, like, oh, we have just seamlessly transitioned to a top-down game. The amount of programming that must have gone into this, and, like, world volumes in order to trigger the changes, shit. It's staggering. Hold on, can I get there? I can. Get out of here. Oh. Secrets. Oh, can't open that secret yet. Can't get that one. And I don't think... Alright, system menu. System menu allows you to check intel, change gear, adjust settings, and more. Tutorial messages like this one can be accessed at any time from the Intel tab. It's good, because it's pretty easy to accidentally click through that stuff. Gosh, there's so many things. Every time I start a new game, there's so many things that that I want to talk about. I love that the map here is in voxels for two reasons. One, it's really cool. Like, it's neat being able to, like, see the map in 3D. But also, two, that is very thematically on point. If you're an AI and you need to map an area, how would you store that information? Voxels is the logical choice for representing a 3D space that you don't know anything about. So having the map be represented in voxels is cool for gameplay reasons, but it's even cooler for storytelling reasons. But what I wanted to do, I'm actually fairly restored already, but we're gonna go ahead and use one because I don't want to die in the opening sequence. Nice. Civil War, and just got ourselves a shortcut back to where we were previously. We ran through this area over to here. Also notice, like, so far, this game's been switching between zones within this area very seamlessly. Like, there's been no loading screens.
It's just accessing random, nonsensical data from the old one. There's no actual meaning behind anything machines do.
Shit, I just completely wasted that. Preemptive apologies. I mentioned low skill earlier. Yeah, if y'all are expecting fancy melee combos, I am not the guy for it. Can get those off though. Alright. This right here is a stumbling point for a lot of players. We're in a top-down view, and it's hard to tell when we jump. Like, I'm jumping right now, and it you know, you can tell the camera's moving. But a lot of players just forget, like, oh, that's how we could get on top of these to get onto here. So this is, in the playthroughs I've seen, that's usually like the first stumbling point. I don't really know how they could make that better. Players need to learn to jump on top of things at some point. We love no fall damage.
Alert. Bulletproof apparatus detected on enemies. Close range combat is advised.
I know.
That went okay. And yes, those level ups that we're seeing, this is an RPG of sorts, you know, action RPG, but we are like leveling up and getting stronger from getting experience from killing these guys.
I surveyed the entire factory, but couldn't find anything resembling our target.
Maybe they, I don't know, moved it somewhere?
Looking back at this with the eyes of someone who's played this before, pretty cool. There's some clever stuff happening here.
Is that?
You mean the birds? Yeah, there's more plants and animals here than there used to be. Probably because the environment's changed.
Ah, this game's so pretty. It doesn't take much to make a game pretty. by definition, any game has a role you play in it, so all games are RPGs. This is my TED Talk. I mean, yeah, to an extent. Like, the term RPG is pretty shit. But if you're just talking about, like, the colloquial way that we mean it, where we're, you know, kind of meaning JRPG, but not exactly meaning JRPG, this game does fit a lot of the prerequisites of it. Let's talk about a mini-map thing. So, on my map, I've got... on my map, there's a little orange marker for where I need to go. Notice how that marker is on this walkway, but as I rotate my view, camera's, you know, the mini-map is also moving. The marker scoots around. It's got an edge detection function happening that's making it not be off-screen, which is great.
There should be
it's good
another
stuff.
facility across that bridge. It's a bit of a hike, but should we check it out? It's not like Command to get a
Also,
location
that
wrong.
walk animation.
I guess even they get bad intel from time to time, huh?
I wouldn't bet on that.
Alert. High-power jamming detected. No response from long-range communications.
Doesn't matter. I'll just take him out.
Classic video games. Hey, you just learn, you just beat a thing. Now beat 2 of it. Dodge like our lives depend on it, because they kinda do.
Is that?
Target enemy detected.
Having the tractor treads be like pauldrons is such a cool design thing. I love that so much. Like, it's very evocative of like traditional Japanese like archer armor. Bullets. Getting bullets.
To me!
It is so cool.
What's your status?
This is the target. I'm going to destroy it.
Right. I'll provide support.
Come back here.
Incoming enemy attack from below. Proposal. Evade.
I should have been meleeing there. That was a mistake. I appreciate that the bullets actually do have like time. Like I start firing and it takes a second for them to get to the enemy because he really is, you know, stupid far behind. Axe.
Boost!
9S!
The boy!
Nine
9S black box signal detected. No response to communications.
I'm going after him.
Again, silky smooth camera motion there. The transition. Ooh, so clean.
Send a support request to command.
Negative. Communications have been jammed.
Camera's chef's kiss. Yeah. Got back from running toddler interference? Oh, I hope the toddlers were interfered. The fact that I can dodge up the ladder, love that. In fact, like the way that she like
9S!
somersaults at the top of it, super good animation.
I have to help 9S. I have to repair him. Pod, get me staunching gel and logic virus vaccines. Then access the...
Inadvisable. The subject's vital signs are too poor to attempt field repair in
Shut up!
current...
Just do what I say!
Emotions are prohibited.
Just go.
You shut up too.
We're soldiers. We take pride in our service.
HO-229 Flight Unit. Command 677 received. Usage rights transferred from 9S to 2B.
Very
Requesting
R2D2 moment
acknowledgement.
there.
Please.
All right.
Parenthood is going to be a part-time herding experience? Yeah, that tracks. These little aircraft have so much moving parts. All right, here. Something else that's worth noting and appreciating, the controls for this game are basically the same controls no matter which mode we're doing. The dodge button is still dodge here. The shoot button is still the shoot button. a lot of this didn't change at all, which is great. Like that, it makes the whole seamless experience stay seamless.
That kind of intelligence.
I found a weakness in the target. Hacking in to provide support. The control on the enemy's upper arm. Use your pod. Should be able to take it over.
I told you to shut up!
It's so anime.
Of upper arm. Seized from enemy unit. Marking weak point.
Got it.
Oh shit.
Seize its control system.
Affirmative. Infiltrating enemy subunit. Behavior table adjusted. Balance controls overridden. Enemy unit subjugation complete.
And again, this is the same button that we've been using to melee throughout this opening area. And stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. It's not Gundam-y at all. No sir.
You just die already!
Talk about bringing the battle to them. To be.
Doobie, don't play.
Contact
No,
command.
not at all.
Request assistance.
No. It doesn't look like that's going to be necessary.
Oh, great.
Oh, that's Memory Gundam. Yeah. I actually haven't watched that much Gundam. There's probably references to it throughout this game, and I just don't get them.
This is going to end well. The black box. It's ready.
Right.
Requesting destruction of enemy hostiles via black box reaction.
Request accepted.
Doobie, it was an honor to fight with you. Truly.
The honor was mine.
First trophy. Resuscitation body. Stare into space. So I would love to know how this scene works. Because as we run left and right, we stay basically locked to the bottom of the screen, and the whole rotating space station here rotates. You can see in our map down there in the corner, the whole thing is just twisting right around. It's quite plausible that the game really is taking the entire scene and rotating the whole area around it. Lots of games have done that. A famous example would be Wind Waker. In Wind Waker, you don't sail on the ocean moves under you. So it's entirely possible that in this case, they decided it's easier to keep the player kind of in one like little box and have the whole rest of the world rotate around that point. But maybe not. It's really hard to tell.
So,
we can't tell effectively
mission
what
complete
is
and all
going
that,
on.
Huh? The Goliaths were wiped out, and we secured a route into enemy territory. Now we can...
9S,
Yeah?
thank you for uploading my data to the bunker.
I did that? Sorry, I don't remember. There wasn't a whole lot of bandwidth down there, you know? I probably only had enough time to back up your memories. Mine are only intact up to the point just before we rendezvoused.
I see.
Glory to mankind.
Glory to mankind.
Emotions are prohibited. We're gonna not do the network thingy. We could. I just don't feel like it. Alright, and that's our first save point. Right at 40 minutes.
5012 AD. The year mankind's glorious history came to a sudden and abrupt end, when the world was invaded by aliens from beyond the stars. The aliens unleashed a new breed of weapon, machine life forms, that all but annihilated human civilization. The handful of survivors that remained fled from Earth, seeking refuge on the moon. 5204 AD. Humanity launched its counterattack, deploying an army of androids from a network of orbiting bases. But after more than a dozen large-scale descents upon the enemy, we still haven't managed to repel the invaders. That is why you, the Yorha forces, exist. To break this stalemate, once and for all. You are our ultimate weapon, and you must put an end to this war.
Understood, sir.
I wish you good hunting.
Glory to mankind. Glory to mankind.
Glory to mankind.
Man, I have questions as to how deliberate it was that the salute is covering up the boob window. It feels pretty deliberate. Also, this is pretty neat. We're recording, we're adjusting the brightness up and down. There we go. We're gonna go through each adjustment in order. You're looking at no clip? Hell yeah, no clip. Love no clip. Alright, so left and right to adjust. I'm gonna say there. Alright, remember this. Down, down, I should let you know that this entire process is being recorded for posterity.
Can you hear me?
Alright, remember this. Right, 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 left, left, right, 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 left, left, right, 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 left, left, right, right, right,
Adjust
right.
the settings until you can hear my voice. Alright, are we good now? Okay, settings should all be good to go. Hold on. Your self-destruct permissions are missing. Wait a sec, we need to restore those. I could set it for you, but you should probably do it yourself. Regulations and all, you know? Okay, good. If things go wrong during an op, you may have to sacrifice yourself in order to finish it, so... Once you're finished making adjustments, you can go ahead and close this out.
this is such an interesting little bit because, again, they're doing the thing where they have a gameplay mechanism that is also diegetic to the story. The self-destruct is something we just saw happen in gameplay. That is their last ditch, like, hey, we're just gonna nuke the area. But also, this is a, like, in-universe unstuck function. Like, hey, I need to be able to get out of this tricky spot that I put myself in. I have a self-destruct. Pretty cool. More games should do more diegetic stuff.
Morning.
Also, worth noting there where we saw her eyes, and then she puts the blindfold back on.
The commander's put me in charge of your maintenance, ma'am. That means I'll be performing regular checks on you from now on.
I see.
Oh, don't worry. We 9S models are the best around, you know.
About something in a little bit.
Though I suppose we're not exactly known for our modesty.
9S.
What is it, ma'am?
Stop calling me ma'am.
Huh?
There's no need to be so formal.
There's a lot of significance to the
Alright.
blindfolds, and
If
I
you say
will
so.
hold off on talking about it too
I
much
almost
right
forgot.
now.
The commander was calling
In
for
part
you.
because I'm
We
not
better go
totally
see what's up,
confident
man.
in
Er,
my
to be.
interpretations of it. The kind of thing where, Grips, once you play this game and like finish it and everything, you're gonna have thoughts with a capital T about the blindfolds. All right, so something I want to talk about. This game, because it's androids, gets some passes that are really great. Again, doing the whole it's a game, but it works for the story as well. Yeah, Grips is gonna love this game. She's gonna just lose her mind. As an example, this game doesn't have great skin textures. They don't have subsurface scattering. As far as I can tell, the resolution is limited. But also, they're androids. The skin shouldn't look perfect and lifelike. It's more important that her leather boots look accurate than her skin look accurate, which is the inverse of how games usually are. In this game, it's good that the velvet of her dress and the leather of her boots look great, and her skin looks okay. All right, we got 10,000 smackaroos. We could buy this. We don't need that. Could get this. This I kind of do want. Could get this. You know what? Yeah. Give me some fishing spots. And give me an XP gauge. I don't think we're going to use these, but I want them anyways. They definitely paid attention to minute details like that. Yeah, absolutely. This game's full of very intentional details. So, let's talk about some stuff that we just did. We got a couple mods that we can put on. And we look in here, we've got all of these chips. For those of you who have watched my Rebel Transmute play, gonna be very familiar. Hey, welcome in, Rat Rod. How's it going, man? Inside of our menus, we've got the ability to narrow down on our skills and equip these chips. These are a lot like the mods in Warframe, where we have a finite capacity for them. In here, you get a lot more. They take up less capacity. And so we can choose to equip some stuff. So I can put on this XP gauge, and I can put on this fishing spots gauge. And that uses up a little bit of my overall capacity. We've got tons of capacity left over. Yeah. We can also choose to unequip stuff. Hold on, let me go back in there and customize. So we could, if we wanted to, we could turn our HP gauge off. We could turn our mini map off, our objectives, all of that. Some people don't like that. They don't love that. Hey, I feel like I'm being incentivized to take away quality of life features. I get that, but also nah. I think it's cool. They're basically giving you a free, like, hey, if you think you're like good enough at the game to get by without a health bar, we'll let you do that. It's essentially like a speedrunner skip, if you will. Trade that in for some extra offense. Not that we have any offense stuff. Double check. Yeah, I don't think we'll get any more pod programs for a long time. Oh, yeah, we got this. Yep. Yeah, cool. All right. Boop. We've got mail.
You need to be near an access point to save your data. You can see access points on the close range map. Be sure to save often.
Quick save. All right. Sorry, 9S. Oh, coming anyways. All right. Be interested to know. All right, so obviously in English, we've got the ticker across the top there, and it repeats 2+ times before running out of space and having to come around. I wonder in Japanese, is it the same thing and how many times? Because you could fit that same sentence in Japanese in there a lot more. Japanese horizontally is a very compact language. So, all right, let's talk to her.
Ah, 2B. Maintenance finished? Yes, Commander. You detonated your black box in order to defeat the enemy. Bold, but risky. Try not to be so reckless next time. Understood. I know you're fresh out of maintenance, but I have another mission for you. I need you to head to the surface, rendezvous with the Resistance, and do some recon.
Doesn't Yorha have a dedicated Resistance contact already?
We haven't been able to get in touch with them.
Also, just kind of a side note, an appreciation thing. Fully voice acted lines here, but it's not like a pre-scripted thing. I can stop by not pressing the A button. I am able to like get up, get a drink of water, use the bathroom, whatever, without having to like pause the game and potentially skip a cutscene or something. I appreciate that. That is good for me as the consumer.
So we'll need you to look into that as well. Understood.
I think, yeah.
The surface? That means we'll be getting flight units, huh? Better head for the hangar. Usually we can't get near flight units. They're way too expensive for us grunts. Too bad they can't mass produce these things yet. The hangar's up ahead. Let's go.
We're definitely skipping a bunch of optional dialogue there, but I'm trying to do this in kind of the way that I did my first play. So I don't think I went and like talked to everyone. You totally could though. They're not as voiced though. All right. Light units. Another benefit of them being androids is you get to hand wave a lot of like practical stuff like, hey, how did this tiny craft like get them into the atmosphere without killing them? They're androids, they're fine, they don't need to breathe.
If all they want is intel, we scanner models are built for that kind of thing.
Orders are orders.
All right, all right.
And yes, our level carried over between the intro and this bit.
Make sure to commit them to memory.
Roger.
I'd be interested to know how this bit works. Like, are we going in a big loop? Is there like a repeating tile that gets switched out? Are we being warped back in place? I have no idea how this like world area functions. I'd love to.
Bunker to 2B, come in. I've set a landing point for your flight units. You'll be touching down quite a ways from the resistance camp, unfortunately. Sorry for the trouble, but we can't risk the enemy discovering their position. Understood. Good luck down there.
I do need to adjust some settings. I'm seeing some trilinear filtering issues that these don't love. Can't open this yet. Gosh, this game is so pretty. Sometimes it could use a little more contrast though. For example, right there, the label City Ruins was basic, it blended in. Mini map, and if we pause, we can look at our full map, and again, like, this is volumetric. It's using voxels to display our location and all this other stuff. Yeah, this is a fun game. This is such a masterpiece of a game. Alright, I think we'll go the slow way down. Let's just say level by level. There's also a fast way. But and we're on the ground with the moose. Hello, moose. Hey, hey, hey! You brought this on yourself. Attacking me.
Access point communications jammed.
There we go. Subtle. Alright. We've got a nice little quick save.
From bunker. Data may be displayed from the system menu.
Map data, huh? It's hard to get an accurate picture from this. Our satellite resolution isn't so hot. Hopefully they deploy some new satellites soon.
A general idea is good enough.
You don't let anything get in your way, do you? According to our intel, none of the machines in this area are hostile. We've been seeing more and more enemies like this lately. They just stand there and stare into space. It's pretty weird.
Right. actually, we just saved, but let's save again because this feels like a perfect place to end this recording. I will be back soon with more of this. I'm obviously having a great time. I really enjoy this game. There's a lot to talk about in this game. A lot of things that they did right. A handful of things they did wrong, which are even more interesting in some ways. But we'll get to that as we play through the game. We are just going to kind of beeline the main story, I think. So we'll be back. We're going to go visit the Resistance in the very next episode. Thanks for watching.